Hello students, welcome to Siddhapur Mathematics Academy. See, after long gap, now I am continuing with the trigonometry. In the last video of trigonometry, I gave one question as a homework. See, I wrote that question. If the arcs of the same length in two circles subtend angles 60 degree and 75 degree at the center, find the ratio of their radii. That means there are two circles. In that two circles, what is given? The arcs of the same length. Their arc length are same. In two circles, their arc length are same. Suppose this is here. If you take that arc length as the same, that is L. They have an angle at the center. One circle gives the angle 60 degree and another circle gives the angle 75 degree. This is R1 and this is R2. They have a different radii. But this arc length is what? This arc length is nothing but same. That is L. Let us take the radius as R1 and R2. Let R1 and R2 be the radius of the two circles. And what is given? It is given that they have the same arc length and first circle gives the angle 60 degree. 60 degree we have to convert in the form of radian. And even though they are cancelling, I am not cancelling because to make the calculation simple. And second circle gives you 75 degree at the center. Convert that degree in the form of radian. Then let L be the length of each of the arc. And it is given that the two circles have the same arc length. That's why we are writing L is equal to R1 into theta 1, R2 into theta 2, which is given. And this gives you what? Which is given. This implies R1 into theta 1 is equal to R2 into theta 2. And we require the ratio of their radii. That means write down the radii one side and angle one side. Just rearrange them. Now you are familiar with theta 1 and theta 2 values. Substitute that theta 1 and theta 2 values. Theta 2 is pi upon 180 into 75 and theta 1 is pi upon 180 into 60. Both pi upon 180 get cancels, 75 upon 60 in 5 table. 15 table, 15 4s are 60, 15 5s are 75, 5 upon 4. That is nothing but 5 is to 4. Therefore, the ratio of their radii is 5 is to 4. This is the last video homework. And now I am starting with the important concept, that is the trigonometric functions. See, now I am moving to the important concept, that is trigonometric functions. Even though you have studied this in the high school, once again I am explaining this. See, consider a circle and we have to draw in the Cartesian plane. Consider a circle whose center is origin and radius r. Here I am taking a dotted and here I kept as it is. See, this is the origin and everything I will write about this figure. And can see that figure and see this explanation. Consider a circle whose center is origin and radius r. Let the circle cuts the x-axis at A and A dash. See, this is A and this is A dash. And y-axis at B and B dash. This is B and this is B dash. So everything I am explaining very slowly. Consider a circle, this circle whose center is origin and radius is r. Let the circle cuts the x-axis at A and A dash, y-axis at B and B dash. Let P x comma y is any point on the circle. Next, join OP. Let P x comma y be any point on the circle. Join OP. Draw. This is join OP. Draw PM perpendicular to x-axis. PM perpendicular to x-axis. If P x comma y means this distance V is x, this distance is y, and this is the radius r. OP is nothing but radius, this is r. OM is equal to x, because already you are familiar with this in the graph how to mark. PM is y and angle XOP we are taking this as a theta. Now the 6 trigonometric terms or functions are explained or defined like this. Now I think this you are remember and this you are familiar. Even though this you have studied in the high school, every concept I will explain once again. The 6 trigonometric functions. 6 trigonometric functions, or it is also known as the ratios. 6 trigonometric functions or ratios of angle theta are defined as given below. See, first I will explain sin theta. How you define sin theta? Sin, this is theta. Sin is opposite upon hypotenuse. That is y by r. Immediately sin I am writing cosec, because cosec is this is opposite upon hypotenuse. The cosec is hypotenuse upon opposite. When you observe these two, what you are observing? This is y by r, this is r by y. See, are they reciprocal to each other or what? So this implies sin theta is a reciprocal of cosec theta, or depending on the problem you can say cosec theta is a reciprocal of sin theta. And one more thing you can write. When you cross multiply or when you multiply these two, y and r get cancels, you are getting sin theta into cosec theta is equal to 1. Understood? The next one, cos theta. How you are defining cos theta? Cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse. X upon r. Immediately opposite of that sec. Sec is hypotenuse upon adjacent. See, again these two are reciprocal. So we can write cos theta is 1 by sec theta, or sec theta is 1 by cos theta. Again when you cross multiply, you will get cos theta into sec theta is equal to 1. Now moving to the next one, that is a tan theta. Third one, tan theta. So tan theta is equal to third one. In tan theta is equal to opposite upon adjacent. Opposite is y, adjacent is x. And cot, what is cot theta? Adjacent upon opposite. Again we are observing tan is a reciprocal of cos, or cos is a reciprocal of tan. And when you cross multiply, you will get tan theta into cot theta is 1. And in one more important concept, this all comes in, this is trigonometric function first one. In that second one, you know that sin theta upon cos theta is what? Sin is opposite upon hypotenuse, cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse. They get cancelled. It is y by x. See above, y by x means opposite upon adjacent. That is nothing but tan theta. So this gives you one more definition for tan. That means tan theta is also written as sin theta upon cos theta. Similarly, with the help of this, you can say that cot is cos theta upon sin theta. Why? Because tan and cot are reciprocal to each other. So after that, we are moving to the next concept, that is identities. See, the next important concept, I am giving you the identities. Here I wrote all the three identities. I will explain how you got that identities. The first one, first I will explain sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. See this figure. From the figure, when you observe this figure, see PMO, it is a right angle triangle. And if you get a name right angle triangle, if you heard the word right angle triangle, in your mind automatically you are getting Pythagoras theorem. You are remembering Pythagoras theorem. So how you write Pythagoras theorem for this? The Pythagoras theorem will be written as x square plus y square is equal to r square. Whatever I am doing, please observe. Now divide each term by r square. This is x square by r square plus y square by r square by r square. This term get cancels. X square by r square is x by r whole square plus y by r whole square is equal to 1. And on the side I wrote all the definitions. Sin is opposite upon hypotenuse, cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Like that I wrote all. Now here x by r. See this list. X by r is nothing but cos theta. Square is there. It is cos square theta. Y upon r is sin. Square is there. Sin square theta is equal to 1. So the identity is cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Moving to the second one. Again consider same. That Pythagoras theorem, x square plus y square is equal to r square. Now I am dividing by x square. divide each term by x square. This is x square upon x square plus y square upon x square is equal to r square upon x square. Now, if any cancellation, go for that cancellation. This is 1 plus y upon x whole square is equal to r upon x whole square. On the side, see this. What is y upon x? Y upon x is tan. So it is 1 plus tan square theta. What is r by x? R by x is sec. Is equal to secant square theta. Moving to the third one. Consider same concept. X square plus y square is equal to r square. In the first one we divided it by r square. In the second one I am dividing it by x square. Now divide by y square. Divide each term by y square. Then how you write? X square upon y square plus y square upon y square is equal to r square upon y square, and this will be x upon y whole square plus 1 is equal to r upon y whole square. See, what is x upon y? X upon y is cot. Cot square theta plus 1. R upon y is cosec. Cosecant square theta. Cot square theta plus 1 is equal to cosecant square theta. Here we got all the three identities. So that means we are familiar with the basic concept and we are familiar with the identities. And one more interesting thing I will explain here. Trigonometric functions. Trigonometric functions in terms of sine and cosine functions. That means how to write the terms. Trigonometric functions see, sine means it is sin x only. There is no change already in sine. How you write cosec? If you want, you can write theta also. Cosec is written as 1 by sine. Either express in terms of sine or in terms of cos. And cos x, that is sec will be written as 1 by cos x. And tan x will be written as sin x upon cos x. Cot x will be written as cos x upon sin x. This is, you have to remember, it is very interesting and it helps for your competitive. So in the next class I will give the standard values and I will explain the important concept, that is allied angle.